Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to Love It, Thank It, Bring It. This is our live weekly webinar series where we live the I Have Today way, intentionally with passion and purpose. And what we do here is we take on one new topic every week. We talk about how that's showing up in your life, and then I give you 3 steps on how to turn that around and make it work for you in your life versus against you. And it's by doing this weekly series and taking on one new topic each week that we create that awareness, make the subtle shifts, create that positive momentum, and it moves our life forward. And by doing that and setting these practices and habits in place, we create lasting permanent change, which is so cool because we all have the power to do it. We just need to be aware of it and create the awareness of it. So that's what we're doing here. So tonight I am really excited to talk about our topic because this is something that comes up all the time with my clients and with my followers and things that I hear. And the topic tonight is about happiness. Who doesn't want to be happy? So there are all sorts of lists out there, you know, the top 10 things to give up to be happy and the top 50 things to give up to be happy. Well, I've broken it all down for you to the top 3 things you need to give up in order to be happy. And I am telling you, if you implement these into your life right now, I guarantee you things are going to shift and you're going to feel more happiness today and every day following. So you want to know what the topic is? The 3 top things you need to give up in order to be happy. So first, I want to say to you, if you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for being here on Webinar Jam. Hang on, I want to put on the chat. Say hello to me. Let me know that you're here. I thank you and I appreciate your comments and questions. That's the beauty of doing a live webinar because I can answer you. You have full access to me right now and I can answer your questions immediately. And if you have comments and if you agree or disagree, I want to know it all. And the same thing on Facebook. If you're there, give me hearts, likes, comments, let me know that you're there, okay? So I hope that you guys are having a great day because your day is about to get better because your life is about to get better when you learn the top 3 things that you need to give up in order to be happy. So oftentimes what happens is we believe that we need to add things in our life to be happy. You know, we're constantly striving for things. You know, we want more money and we want more clients and we want a spouse or a lover or a new car or a baby or, you know, a new home, you know, adding things to our lives. That's what we think is going to provide us with our happiness. But the truth of the matter is that by removing things, it's when we create the space to actually find more happiness in the simple things. And if you think about your life, you think about the simple things that bring you joy. Most of the things that bring us joy are so simple and easy and actually don't even cost any money, right? So it's in the simplicity that happiness finds its way into the cracks of ordinary moments that we tend to take for granted. So I wanted to illuminate this for you tonight. So here, what I'm going to do is normally I give you, you know, whatever the topic is and then 3 strategies to implement into your life. Tonight, what I'm going to do is give you the top 3 things you need to give up and get out of your life in order to create the space to have more happiness. So here we go. The number 1 thing you need to give up is the need to please others. It's it. That is the number 1 thing that causes so much unhappiness. Okay. It's not possible to please everyone all the time. It's not even possible to please any one person most of the time. Think about it in your life when you're trying to do that and what the results are and the repercussions are of you doing something, some act in order to please another person and what their results are. So the level that someone may or may not feel pleased by something or someone is entirely up to that person. It has nothing to do with you. I'm really sorry, but it has nothing to do with you. It's their perception, their opinion, their idea of what they consider something pleasing or something to make them happy. And it's got nothing to do with us. So therefore, when we're doing things because we think that it's going to please another, that is the wrong reason to be doing it. That is truly the wrong reason to be doing. The only reason to be doing something for another person is because you feel good about doing it. It pleases you to do it. That there is no underlying reason or what's the word I'm looking for? Result that you're trying to achieve from doing that for that person, okay? You need to be doing it just for you because it makes you happy, okay? If you're doing it to elicit a response, you can expect to be disappointed often because that's what happens. You know, I had a client of mine and she came to me and she was doing, thanks, Anne, thanks for the comment and thank you so much for being here. One of the things that she said to me was that she was doing all this good for other people, other causes, other reasons, for neighbors, for friends, for employees, you know, all sorts of things that she was doing what she considered to be good for others. And the question she said to me is, when is it my turn? And that's the wrong reason to be doing something, expecting it to come around. You know, karma does work that way, but that's not the reason for doing something. The reason for doing it is for our own fulfillment, our own self-satisfaction, our own joy, you know, our own happiness. So that is the number one thing you need to do, is to give up the need to please others. Do it for you because it feels good for you. All right. Now, the number two thing that I want to give you is, I wanted to give you an exercise. Sorry, I forgot the exercise. Okay, so here's an exercise. If you're writing this down, if you're one of my regulars and you have your book, I Get Everything I Want, Thank You, or, you know, you keep notes in a certain place, here's the exercise that I want you to do. Sorry, I lost my spot there for a second. I want you to ask yourself this question, okay? Here it is. Does this make me happy, or am I trying to get a result from someone else? Ask yourself that question with every action that you do. Does it make me happy, or am I doing it because I want a result from somebody else? And that will be really clarifying for you and keep you focused on doing things that feel good for you. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing anything for anybody else and it's all about you. I'm not saying that at all, but doing it to elicit a response or result from somebody else is not the right reason to do it. And that causes so much unhappiness. I can't even tell you. I know it from personal experience and I know it from my clients. Okay? All right. So now the number two thing you need to give up in order to be happy is inflexibility. Inflexibility. Okay. Stuff happens all the time. Okay. Technology breaks. You get a flat tire. The kids get in trouble. People cancel plans on you. Weather happens. Schedules get moved around. Restaurants run out of your favorite meal. They served your favorite salmon dish to the person right before you. Stuff happens in life, right? And so the one constant in life is change. It is. Things are constantly changing. Nothing is stagnant. Things are always moving and stuff just happens. So here's what I want to tell you. If you're too structured and rigid in the way you live and your views, that is a guaranteed detractor of happiness. Guaranteed detractor. It'll pull it away from you by being inflexible, by being too structured. So you need to let go and flow. Just flow. Understand that there is a lot more going on in this universe than we know, and that we can experience in any given moment, and that there is a reason for everything, that everything happens in divine timing, and there are no coincidences. There aren't. Everything is set up that way. So here, let me give you an example. Say you're running late for a meeting because a client set you back, and all of a sudden, you're stuck in traffic and you didn't get to where you needed go by the time you got there. But on the way to where you were going, you ran into that old friend that you haven't seen for years, and you've been thinking about that person for a really long time, and wham, you run into them. That's not a coincidence. That's the way divine timing works. But if you're too structured and rigid in the way you're living your day-to-day life, you're going to miss these opportunities instead of just relaxing and knowing everything is working out the way it's supposed to. It all happens in divine timing. I'm going to get where I need to go, and the events and the incidences and the circumstances are going to unfold and occur that the way that they're supposed to, in the timing that they're supposed to. How much more happiness are you going to feel by not being so rigid and so structured and just letting it go and go with the flow? Be flexible. Just let it go and understand that that is part of the process. So don't always, here's the thing I want to say to you, don't be so tied to the results being a certain way. Be flexible in letting it unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. That's what I mean by it, all right? So everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't know it in the moment, just do your best to relax in the moment and understand that it's all happening in divine timing, and just trust. Trust is the word that I want to emphasize for you. Just be flexible and trust that it's all working out, all right? So number 1 was the need to please others. Number 2 was inflexibility. Number 3, perfectionism. We need to give up the need to be perfect. Perfectionism doesn't even exist. Being perfect doesn't exist, okay? So nothing is ever really done. It's just not done. It's always evolving to something else. We're constantly moving, flowing. Think about the planet, moving. It's always moving. So are we. We're always going. So perfection is an illusion. It's one of those things that doesn't even exist. So there is no such thing as it. What may look like perfection to one thing actually may look like a disaster to somebody else. Think about it in terms of this way. All right. So let's just take your house, for example. The cleaning lady comes and the house is all perfect and clean, and you walk in and everything is perfect and in its place, and you feel good in that moment. And then the kids come home, they throw down their backpacks, or whatever the scenario is, but they throw down their backpacks, they're in the kitchen, you're making a meal, there's a little bit of chaos going on and homework going on, and then wham, in literally a matter of moments, the perfection of the clean house is gone, right? So understand this also about your to-do list. This is what I want to emphasize, and I do a lot of this with my clients and really try to get them to understand that the to-do list never gets done, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Stop thinking that the to-do list gets done. You may check off every single thing on your list for that day, but don't you notice that the next day there's a new list? It's never done, right? So be at peace with that. This is the thing that I want you to take away more than anything. Feel your level of accomplishment for anything that you got checked off the to-do list. The progress that you made. Do it as anything that you do during that day is one step closer to getting you closer to the things you want or the way you want to feel, okay? No matter what it is, if it's a professional goal or it's a personal goal or whatever it is that you're dealing with that day, one thing done is progress. It's good. And celebrate those moments, because this is what happens. So often, here, I'll just show you an example. I wasn't planning on doing this, but here's like my to-do list of today. Okay, there's about 16 things on this list, and I've crossed off 4. 4, okay? But I feel really good about the 4 things that I crossed off, and I know that those other things will get done. They'll just get done when they're supposed to get done. So release your attachment to being perfect and having things perfect, because that will alleviate so much stress and overwhelm. And those are the 2 words, those 2 emotions come up the most with my clients. They feel overwhelmed and they feel stressed and they don't know what to do with it. And we have to celebrate and acknowledge our daily accomplishments, because all of that is rewarding, right? And when we don't, then we feel bad about ourselves, and that takes away our level of happiness. I hope this is making sense for you, all right? So Release. Here's what I want to say to you. It's in the moments of feeling that level of accomplishment where your bliss lives. That's where it is. That's where it is. So celebrate all those little things, okay? And feel good about yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And release the attachment of always doing. Like I get this done. All right, what's next? What's next? It's that constant feeling like I gotta be doing, I gotta be accomplishing that does not allow you to relax in the simplicity of life. And it is in the simplicity where our happiness and bliss lives. I can't reiterate it enough. I already said it and I said it again. So the 3 steps, the 3 things that you have to give up right away are the need to please others, inflexibility, and perfectionism. Those 3 things. Release them from your life as soon as you possibly can. Start today. Think about the ways that is showing up in your life. And if you have time, write in your journal or write in a notebook or somewhere. Think about where that's showing up in your life, how it's showing up in your life, and how you can turn that around, release it, let it go, and sit in that for a minute and realize, in that moment, oh my God, I feel better. I feel happier, right? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to give you my affirmation statements that I do every week and the quote and some other resources for you guys, okay? And if you have any comments or questions, let me know. I love the hearts, I love the likes, and I love the comments here on Webinar Jam. All right, here are my affirmation statements. The love it statement is this: I strive to please myself, and because of that, I am happy. If you're writing it down, I strive to please myself, and because of that, I am happy. Thank it is, I am so grateful for my flexibility and easy mindset. I am so grateful for my flexibility and easy mindset. And the bring it statement, this is the power, this is how you move your life forward, is I have the power to feel more joy and happiness every single day. You do. I have the power to feel more joy and happiness every single day. You do. You know, it is such a decision to feel the way you want to feel. You get that choice. Even if you're not feeling good in the moment, if you create awareness and you recognize it, you can turn it around in that moment. What do I need to do right now to feel some sense of relief and happiness? That's your power. In that moment, you can turn your bad day on a dime into a good day just by being aware of it and thinking about it and turning it around. It is that simple. It is that easy. This is the art of intentional living. This is what I talk about all day long. I teach and I preach. That is where it lives, in that awareness and that power in that moment. Okay. The quote tonight is by none other. I gave my quote because I looked for other quotes and then I found my quote and I said, my quote's the best quote. So I'm quoting myself. All right, here it is. My quote is, happiness is a choice. It's not a condition. Choose your happiness above all else. The rest will fall into place. Those who fall away from your life need to. Those who stay deserve to. How powerful is that? Think about that. Your need to please others, expecting to create a result from them, and it's not getting the result you want, and they're not with you on the same page as you, and they're not on the same train and the same road with you. Those people that fall away need to, because it opens up the universe to bring others in that do. And they do. They believe in you. They love you. They honor you. They trust you. And those are the people you want in your circle and in your life, okay? Hey, Donna, I see you there. Okay, so by living intentionally for your happiness, that is when and where you're gonna find it. That is when and where you're gonna find it. So make that decision, live intentionally that way, drop these 3 things in order to feel more happiness. And right now, this time of year, you know, it's any time of year this is relevant, but especially at times in our lives when there's a lot going on. You know, we have a lot of obligations, we have a lot of deadlines, we have more to do, there's a lot more family involved, there's a lot more commitments. You know, we get overwhelmed. And so the point is that we need to do what we can in that moment to feel as much bliss and happiness as we can. And and let go of the stuff that really doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And only focus on the things that truly bring you joy and happiness, because your life is today. It's right now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's now. That past, whatever happened, doesn't matter. And the future, you have no idea what it is. So live for the moment in today as blissfully and happily as you can. All right, so if you're on Webinar Jam, what I want to do is I want to show you my offer. I am offering you my super focused strategy session, and what I'm doing is really, really special for those of you who sign up either on Webinar Jam, and if you want it on Facebook, just send me a comment, say, yes, I want it. Yes, I want it. Especially this time of year, you want this. What you want is, what I'm offering for you is an opportunity to do one session with me, not a long-term commitment, but one session where we look at all the areas of your life, anything that you're carrying from the past, where you are in the 7 key areas of your life right now, and where you want to be in the future from now. And what I do is we take all that information and I give you a roadmap, and I give you specific instructions on what you need to do in at least 3 of those areas, at least 3 of them. So it's such a powerful exercise, and it is a tremendous value. I tune in, I use my right brain with the intuition, I use my left brain with the science and all of that, and I tune into you, and I'm able to see what you cannot see for yourself, the forest through the trees. So it's really powerful. My clients love it. My one client calls me the Queen of Miracles. I'd love to perform the miracles for you. So on Webinar Jam, there's a link. Just click on it to say that you want to be happier now. Who doesn't, right? And get in, because I only have a limited number of them. And this is all changing at the first of the year. So the time is very, very important for you to do it right now. Why don't you make 2018 the best year of your life, right? And let me help you do that. Okay, so what it does is it removes the overwhelm and the stress and being unfocused, and you gain clarity and you feel safe and secure because you're going to know what to do. That's the biggest thing that happens with my clients. It comes up over and over again. I don't know what to do next, Diane. I don't know, I'm stuck. I have so many of my clients are stuck. They just need the help. They need the roadmap. So whatever it is, if it's in your business or career and you want to make a switch, if it's in your love life, if it's in your health, if it's in your family with your children, whatever it is, this works for every area of your life. So it's up here. And again, send me a comment and let me know that you want it, because I want to do it for you. And what I didn't say to you guys at the beginning of it is this is now our 29th webinar. So if this is your first time here, all my webinars and my blogs are on my site at dianeforster.com. And they're all themed with the I Have Today, Love It, Thank It, Bring It way of living, where it's really intentional. And the topics are, you don't have to watch them in order, but you can go back and just pick them up anywhere, but they all work together with all that same theme. And it's by doing this every week. And what we do is take on one topic a week. I give you the 3 steps. If you implement it for the week and really create the awareness, that's when the triggers change in your brain and your subconscious, and then you have a heightened awareness, and it creates this positive momentum in your life, and all of a sudden things are moving easier and things are flowing in your life easier and faster and better, and it creates this awesome positive magnetic manifestation is what I want to say. You start barely saying something that you want, and it shows up in your life. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I love, love, love doing it. I live for doing this work. Those of you that know me know that. Those of you that don't, I hope you start to follow me and you see that, and you allow me to be a part of your life, and you allow me to step in and help you and guide you along the way, because I love, love, love doing it. So that is our webinar for tonight. Click on the link on webinar. Please don't give yourself this gift. This holiday season, give yourself this gift of this because the process is so cool. When you do this whole questionnaire first, before we even get together, it's such an aha, and it wakes you up, and you can see the things that matter to you and the things that are stressing you out, the things that are important versus unimportant, and we get to lay it all out. And it alleviates so much stress from your life. And when you alleviate stress from your life, you live a happier, more intentional life, right? So that is my webinar for tonight. I want to say thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope that you had a great day today and that your day just got better, because mine sure did by spending this time with you. And I will see you guys next week. We are here live every single Tuesday night at 6 o'clock Pacific on Webinar Jam and on Facebook at I Have Today with Diane Forster. Have a fantastic night. And remove these 3 things from your life: the need to please others, inflexibility, and perfectionism. And let me know how that's affecting your life. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your testimonials. I want to hear all the miracles that are happening for you. So thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you guys next week, okay? Thanks. Bye.